Hey, it's Tim. Thanks for tuning in again today. I wanted to give a quick little update on my Thorens TD145 turntable. I've had this now for about 2 years and I love the turntable. In my move, I don't know, with maybe some of the jostling and stuff, I noticed a few things that kind of went wrong. And luckily, I do have a really good friend here in town who is a tech. He actually services vintage gear for a local shop down in Loveland, Colorado. Shout out to Lance. And he was able to get my Thorens TD145 back up to ship-shape condition. I also will talk about an upgraded cartridge that that he installed at the same time, and I'm excited to kind of get that broken in and just kind of listen to the music and see what I think. I did a ton of research on cartridges, and I ended up picking up the Nagaoka MP-200. There it is. I've had the MP-110. Originally, I had it installed on the Thorens. I've now moved it over to my second turntable, which is a vintage Sansui direct drive that I enjoy. And it was good that I had the Sansui in place because when I had the breakdown on the Thorens, I didn't lose any sleep as far as, hey, I can't listen to my music. So that's always a good thing. The MP-200, again, excited to kind of put this thing through its paces. I have noticed on the first few records, it's very sensitive for surface noise and if you don't have a super clean record. So I pulled out the Hummin' Guru, and I've got that thing working overtime as well to try and get things, A to Z, top to bottom, ready to roll here in the listening room. So far, so good. Now, the things that went wrong with the Thorens, first of all, the power switch kind of, I don't know, it went wrong. There's some kind of a latch in the guts of the system. These things, let me be clear, the appeal of the Thorens is it's a suspended table. It has awesome sound quality to it, and it is dead simple as far as the guts are concerned. Not talking about the tone arm. We had to do an entire rewiring of the tone arm last year. In fact, I found a new old tone arm from Switzerland that we installed. So we have done some work on this thing, but right now it is super great. I'm really pleased with it. If you don't know, the TD145 is an upgrade from the TD160 or TD165. This turntable has auto stop, and then the tone arm will lift as well at the end of a record. So super convenient, and I did a lot of research before I decided on this model of the Thorens. If I think out loud, the only thing I would like to try maybe is a Lin 12 at some point, a Lin Sondek. Those are amazing turntables, and they were based on the Thorens design as well, so very similar turntable. I don't want to get into a fight, hey, which is better, but anyway. So the good news here from Fort Collins is the turntable is working fantastic. I have a brand new cartridge I'm breaking in, and I also thought, hey, let's take a quick detour here and show just a few recent pickups I've had. Who doesn't like classic Aerosmith? Apparently they're on their, I don't know if they're doing, I don't know how long their current tour or upcoming tour. I think they're doing another Vegas stint. But apparently after that, they're done. They're calling it good. We'll see if that sticks. But I picked up Night in the Ruts. This is, I believe, is 76. And It included the original, kind of a cool, a lot of, I've seen this with Devo and I see it here now as well. Um, Early attempts in the late 70s at merchandising, pretty interesting. And then we have the classic lineup here in these black and white photos. Apparently these guys are supposed to be in some kind of a coal mine, Night in the Ruts. Standout track on this record for me, I actually love Cheesecake, but I love the lead-off track on side one, Remember Walking in the Sand. Crunchy guitars from Joe Perry, Brad Whitford, always a great combo. And then super bonus with this record, it just happens to be a gorgeous white label promo in near mint condition. $28, I'm considering that a win, and it sounds really nice. I'm going to probably put this through the Human Guru as well, and see if I can get a little more improvement out of it. Okay, the second new addition I wanted to share is one of the best comps of all time. This was a 5 LP set, and I remember it was a big deal when it came out in 1985. I recently picked up this set for, I think it was $20. These things are really easy to find and a real great way to kind of immerse yourself in the Boss. This is live 1975 to 1985. I have a Europa disc pressing of these records. They sound great. This entire thing was mastered at Masterdisc by Bob Ludwig. So in doing research, this is something I didn't have. I wanted to get a complete package. It came with a really nice extensive booklet and custom inner sleeves. There is a great shot from that looks like the 85 tour. I think this thing came out in 86 actually, or maybe it was 87, I can't remember. I need to put this in Discogs. Just doing some initial listening, pristine sound, wide sound stage. You feel like you're there in one of these concerts. I need to dip into the 75 and earlier cuts on this set. I haven't heard those yet, but I have listened to everything on this particular side. And this is taken from the Born in the USA tour. I almost said Born to Run. One of the striking things, probably the main reason I picked this up, is I have always loved the acoustic version of No Surrender. Now, it's interesting, Bruce Springsteen is leading off his current tour right now. That is his opening song, but they're doing it in the traditional up-tempo way. But you listen to this gut-wrenching acoustic version, and there is an emotional attachment for me to that. I love it. And I don't know, I originally heard this years ago, I think streaming or something. It's like, wow, that's an interesting... I loved it the first time I heard it. I love having it now here in the collection. So if you don't have that live 75 to 85 box set, they're easy to find, and don't settle for something that's not in near mint condition. I picked one up for $20, as I mentioned. Okay, last but certainly not least, there's been a tremendous buzz and conversation lately about the Cars, talking about that Rhino Hi-Fi reissue of the self-titled fantastic debut album. I have had something in my Discogs wish list, my want list, my watch list for years. And this thing recently became available. Hopefully everybody knows about the Discogs watch list. You can add whatever you're looking for down to the pressing, and you'll get a daily email with what has popped up that's been newly listed. It's a great way to laser point something, hone in on something you're looking for, because in a lot of cases you're not going to find some things in local shops. In 2011, speaking of the Cars reunited. I don't know if you all remember, but they did. Of course, Ben Orr had been dead for years. Rick Ocasek decided to put a halt on his solo career and producing albums. Must have been feeling in a nostalgic mood because he had worked on a really cool core group of songs, including Move Like This and Blue Tip. And lo and behold, we got a reunion album from the 4 remaining original Cars. And considering where we are today, you know, losing Rick, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago now, I can't believe how fast time flies. It's a gift that we have this album, and this thing is incredibly hard to find. I have the lone pressing, basically. This was put out by Hear Music. There's that hype sticker from Rolling Stone magazine. Side A leads off with Blue Tip, and then we've got Too Late, Keep on Knocking, Soon, and then Sad Song. Sad Song is reminiscent of, I think, Just What I Needed. It's got the hand claps and everything. There's some incredible, great guitar work from Elliot Easton on here. The whole band sounds amazing. It's a 2011 recording. The pressing is nice. This is going on Discogs for, I think, 125, 130, 150. People have been asking crazy prices for it. Co-produced by Jackknife Lee. There is your back of that. But yeah, I wanted to share this thing. I'm extremely happy to finally have this one in the collection. I had it on CD, and when the Cars newly reformed in 2012, I think it was, they did a small limited U.S. tour, and they hit clubs. It was amazing. So I saw them at the Fillmore in Denver on this tour. It was emotional. It was thrilling. It was fun to see these guys fairly up close and personal. And they all sounded great. And it was really poignant to see Ocasek stepping in on lead vocals for all of the Ben Orr lead vocal songs. So, and they did a great job. I remember, they did the rounds on late night TV. I think they were on Jimmy Fallon, that you can find on YouTube. And I think they did another show as well. It's escaping me right now. But that is the 2011, the final album from the Cars, Move Like This. It's a great listen. That's the update from here. I hope everyone is having a good week, and stay tuned for more soon, I hope. Take care.